The president, who prides himself on making deals, is having trouble reaching any on tariffs with America's trading partners.
And he's facing a new obstacle now to another deal, getting Congress to pass his massive tax cut and spending bill, the one he calls the big, beautiful bill.
Elon Musk, the president's friend, ally, and sometimes advisor, today posted another less flattering description of the bill. He called it a massive, outrageous, pork-filled, disgusting abomination.
And if that wasn't enough to get members to vote against it, Musk added, in November next year, we fire all politicians who betrayed the American people.
Nancy Cordes is at the White House. So, Nancy, let's start with the president's attempts to get tariff deals here.
Well, Maurice, the promise of 90 deals in 90 days has not materialized yet. So in a bid to move things along, the U.S. trade rep is sending a letter to some trading partners urging them to make their best offers now before Trump's massive tariffs on dozens of countries snap back into place next month. The White House says Trump is likely to speak with China's president this week. But for now, Trump's tariffs on Chinese goods stand at 30%.
Our back-to-school season really begins in mid-July.
When it comes to tariffs, this is one place the rubber meets the road. Rack Room Shoes in Alexandria, Virginia.
We're in this environment where prices are going to go up.
Matt Priest runs the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America, which represents the U.S. footwear industry. He says nearly all shoes sold in the U.S. are imported from China, Vietnam, and Indonesia. So the industry is still bouncing back from the 145% tariff Trump originally put on Chinese goods and then dialed back last month.
It stopped the movement of footwear for that 5 or 6 week period.
Are there any shoe companies that you represent that support the tariffs?
I'm yet to find them.
Tomorrow, the president is doubling his worldwide tariffs on steel and aluminum. You've got U.S. business leaders begging for certainty. So why did the president suddenly decide to hike tariffs on steel and aluminum again?
You also have U.S. business leaders begging to meet with this president and begging to come to the White House to talk to him because they know that he is a negotiator in chief, that he's making good deals on behalf of the American worker. The president argues his tariffs will ultimately boost domestic production. But when it comes to shoes, there's one big stumbling block.
The administration is also increasing tariffs on the inputs, materials, and machinery that's needed to produce here in the United States. We don't have all those things right now in the quantities that we need them to serve the consumer. And so the policy's not really lining up with the rhetoric right now.
And Nancy, those comments by Elon Musk were zesty, to be sure, but what's the practical impact of them?
Well, John, it's certainly giving ammunition to the small group of Republicans who want to see big changes to the bill. But Republican leaders in the House and Senate right now, they are rejecting Musk's criticisms. They insist that tax cuts in this bill are going to lead to higher growth and ultimately more revenue, even though independent analysts have determined that the bill as written right now will add at least $1 trillion to the deficit.
Okay, Nancy Cordes at the White House. Thank you.